Good evening, everyone. This is a very special podcast episode featuring a guest, Bennett Guzman. Say hello.
Yo.
Let me see if I can exit to the notes app right now. So, Bennett, my first question today, we're going to try and knock this out as fast as we can since we're, limited time. Let me hear you spitball some things about what you know about Kanye West and how he is so important to you.
Oh, well, my phone is dead right now. I actually wrote a manifesto on this in my notes app. But let me just tell you this. I think he's a flawed man who just fundamentally, from his core, everyone starts high. And he started graduation, he's preaching the ghettos, homecoming, thinking about coming home. He even talks about in that song about how Chicago as a town was angry, that entire song is Chi-Town, and you talk trash about me. That's what it says up in that, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's really a mimic of him, you know what I'm saying? Because Kanye, he's an Icarus who flew too close to the sun.
Oh, I see that.
His mom died, and now he's surrounded by yes men who fuel his depression and his sadness, which is keeps him going on this path of negative energy. And he feels as if he needs an audience or else he'll go obsolete. So that's why he keeps saying out of pocket stuff. And he just lets his brain think too much and he unrestricts it. And he says what he thinks, which I admire a little bit, but it is bad stuff. What he says.
Yes.
I could tell you more about that, but all my notes are gone, so.
I understand. So you want to revisit the Kanye thing again?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Let's see. Do you want to keep on going with another question?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe something really quick, really fast, another trivia thing that you know a lot about. What is your level of elite ball knowledge? How much do you know about basketball? What do you know?
Well,
off the top of your head.
Well, I know a lot, but I don't know a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like to stay in my own lane about the Warriors, the Jazz, the Magic. I like the Magic a lot. I can give you a quick spitball thing. There was a guy named Len Bias, selected as the number 2 overall pick. He was a really, really good basketball player. And he got his cocaine laced, and he died. And he would have probably been one of the best. They said he was going to be the next Michael Jordan.
Oh, next Michael Jordan.
That's what they said. But he died
early,
early, which was really sad. Rest in peace to Len Bias.
Well, I'll say I don't know too much about basketball either. However, I do know a little bit about the Luka Doncic trade. What do you think about that?
I think that it's going to make I do think that the Mavericks are going to be better long term since LeBron is going up in age and he only has 3 years left. I want to say I think he's going to play for a long time until Bryce is in the league, but realistically he has 3 years left. Bryce is his son, Bryce James. It's his other son.
Yeah.
I do right now the Mavericks, all other people on their team is benched. Anthony Davis was traded for him, which was a player who was on the Lakers, and he's injured for the rest of the season. So they're kind of cooked right now. But I feel like long term it's going to make him better because Luka has a ceiling. He does not know how to play defense, I think, personally.
Really?
I don't think he hustles enough.
But you say he's an overall good player in your opinion?
He's an offensive menace. He has really good passes, but he just doesn't have hustle on defense that I want. I mean, it's not really a defensive era. It's more of a three-pointing era right now, but I still feel like defense is really important to the league.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to cut you short right here. We'll revisit this. Resuming podcast episode 3 with Bennett Guzman. Yes, sir. So where we left off last was he had a brief spiel about Kanye and basketball.
Yeah.
Were you wanting to pick up Kanye in basketball again, or did you want to go on this third topic that we had a really good small discussion about that wasn't recorded?
Let's go on to further expeditions.
Okay. So you mentioned to me earlier that you have aphantasia.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate?
Basically, when I try to picture something in my head, I can feel the essence of it, but I can't see it. When you drink a sparkling water like LaCroix, and you can taste the fruit. It's like somebody ate the fruit and then breathed into your drink. You know what I mean? And you can get the hint of it. You don't get it. That's what it's like. So it's kind of like I know what it would look like, and I know how to get it to that point, but I can't see it in my head. You know what I'm saying?
But you can plan out what you want to say, right? Or
Yeah, but I don't really think in thoughts because I don't really have an internal monologue. I just kind of am, and I think in more actions. And stuff is really hard to explain because I haven't really thought about it that much, but it's more just everyone has an internal monologue, but I feel like that's why I think and talk super fast. It's because I don't have words dictating what I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I can think in words though.
You can't think in words.
I can.
Oh, you can't.
But I don't have a running. I have to do it. You know what I mean?
So would you say you're more of like a verbal processor kind of thing? Like you have to say, like it's better to say what exactly you're thinking. Well, you obviously you do think, but like, is that better to like process things?
You know the scene in Lego Movie where they're in Emmett's mind and it's blank?
I think so.
And he just makes stuff like the hand. That's what my brain is like, I think. I'm a master builder.
Yeah. When did you realize you had aphantasia? Kind of, or like when did you like realize like, oh, not everyone else kind of thinks this way?
I actually noticed it this year during Sherlock Holmes auditions. Yeah, because I was like, I'm just really bad at doing accents. Like I'm like really bad. So I just kind of started thinking about why, and people were like, visualize it in your mind or just think about it. I was like, well, I can't picture thoughts, smells, or like audio.
No audio.
Yeah,
no
like
thoughts,
I can't like
no
think
smells.
about my mom's voice.
Wow, really?
Yeah, so if she dies, it's over. I have to listen to like recordings. But so then I was like, I like didn't have that, so it was kind of hard for me to be able to like do an accent just because I couldn't think about the accent. So yeah, that's how I noticed. I just kept thinking about my thoughts, and I was like trying to picture stuff. I just couldn't see it.
That's so crazy. I really wonder if that does affect your ability with accents. I'm sure there's actors with aphantasia who can, but I don't know, maybe it would take them longer to do it.
Yeah, because like I watched hours of accent videos because I have like notes on videos because I was trying to lock in and get an accent down, especially for this show, and I just couldn't get it.
So like when you said that you can't like even like kind of visualize like sensations and stuff, like if you imagined a chocolate chip cookie, you couldn't imagine like what it would like smell or taste like?
Not even a tiny bit. Like I can kind of imagine the cookie because I've seen chocolate chip cookies, but it's not like I can't make a new cookie, but if I can think about a cookie I've seen. So I can kind of like see the image of a past cookie. Like I have cookies at my house right now. Like, I ate one this morning for breakfast, and I can think about that cookie. But if you were to tell me to think about a completely new cookie that was like yellow and green and orange, I just couldn't.
That's
you know
crazy.
I mean? And I can't like smell it or anything. Like I have no sense of that, even a tiny bit.
So you're kind of like an artist in the sense like you like music a lot, right?
Yeah.
How do you like, and you make music, right?
Yeah, I finished a song last night.
Oh, cool. How do you like visualize or like think about how you want a song to go? Like, do you think of a melody at all, or how does it just pan out?
I usually just find a beat or make a beat and then make lyrics to it. Or I just completely don't think about it and I just think about rhymes and stuff. And when I write it, I don't write it like scored or whatever it's called. I just write it in a chunk because I'll remember how to say it. I have good memory too, I'd say. And that also might be in turn with not having a lot going up there.
I see. That's so interesting to me. Well, like, how do you recall how songs go and stuff?
It just comes naturally.
That's so crazy. I wonder like why that is. Like I wonder if you have like a certain thing blocked out in your brain or just like
a chemical imbalance or something.
Yeah, like something's not clicking. Because I was learning about like brains and stuff in my psychology class, and it was like about how things are linked and why you can visualize stuff in your head. So there's probably something that's like just not working. Not like you're like you're messed up, but like there's something that's not linking correctly.
And I think it also kind of comes with really good memory, because sometimes I'd be talking about an event and I can pinpoint exactly what someone was wearing on the day.
Really?
And like I can like fully like encompass exactly what happened that day, but like I can't make new stuff at all. But like I have really good recall on my memories, and I can see my dreams too. Like
you see your dreams?
Yeah, I see my dreams.
Okay, well that makes sense. I feel like if you can see your dreams, then there's probably some sort of thing you probably have the thing that's able to like make you visualize something in your head, but something's just not clicking. I don't know.
Everyone with aphantasia can see in their dreams, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's like a thing, and there's different levels of aphantasia.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're probably somewhere like in the middle, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I have full blown, because I can like see past stuff, and like I have good like I can like kind of like see memories a little bit, but I can't make new stuff, and I can't think about smells or tastes or sensations.
Let's see. Should we move on to another question?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, this is one of Sunny's questions. Might be a little deep for right now, but what is your perspective on religion?
That's a crazy hard question, because I'm so conflicted about it. I've read the entire Bible. I've read the Satanist Bible. I've read the Islamic Bible. I've read like a whole bunch of different religious texts and like stuff like that, and like stuff like that. Different like fragments of religion. I went down a rabbit hole for a while, especially about like Satanist stuff. I was like, this is kind of whack because I think it's all just people that want to be different. Not gonna lie, but there's a branch called demonology, and it's where people like meditate and they think demons talk to them. But anyways, that's getting a little bit off topic.
Yeah.
But I think that there is a God, and I do think the closest God is a Christian God. But I don't think anybody has it right at all. About like, I don't think that you have to follow the Bible. And if I was, my family on both sides, actually on my dad's side, I forget about my mom, are Lutheranism or whatever it's called, Protestant. So like, you don't have to go to church to follow God. But like, I don't know. I just feel like whatever I do in my heart is what matters. So like, if I do bad stuff all my life, my heart is good, I'll still go to heaven or whatever. But I don't even think there's a hell. I just think you try again if you did bad.
That makes sense. Yeah. I feel like my personal religion perspective, I think I'm more on the spiritual side, but my family also has like Catholic Christian ideals, so I feel like I have like a little bit of both sides. But I don't really think there's anything that's like so set in stone and specific and all that, but I do think there is a higher power of some sort.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because there's like so much variables that had to happen for me to be here right now. Yeah.
Very interesting. And the universe is just so big. I don't know. I'm not a really philosophical person, but I just feel like there is genuinely so much out there. Like,
it's infinite. Well, not infinite, but it's pretty dang big.
Yeah. So I feel like in the earlier year of me knowing you and you knowing me, we spoke about my really early like American Problems utopia assignment, and how my utopia was about really sophisticated monkeys, not humans, but just monkeys that were artistic and free and all that.
Yeah.
What would your personal utopia be? Like, you can do whatever you want. You rule genuinely the whole world.
Okay. First off, I start a world where buildings cannot be bigger than a coconut tree, which is 2 stories. Okay. I make it more of a, this is gonna sound a little bit communist, but I make it more of a share world. If everyone shares, everyone loves. You know what I'm saying? And I think it would be pretty cool. Like, I can like change laws of physics and stuff. Like, I want cats to be able to talk, and so like dogs. Like, I want all animals to be able to communicate with humans in their own way, except for like bugs, because those don't matter in my utopia.
I understand.
Yeah, and then it's just, if everybody can have a voice, and I want everyone's opinions to be valued.
So there wouldn't be any sort of like higher up ruler or anything?
Hell nah. Everyone would be equal.
Did you lose your carabiner?
I think it fell down my pants. But I don't know.
If there was like a certain like some sort of like big conflict in your utopia world, how exactly would you be able to deal with it, or how would they as a whole deal with it?
Well, we have to think about it fundamentally. Okay, a utopia it could exist for a while, but especially without a ruler, because I would go hands off after. It's going to delve into chaos eventually. People are going to find ways to not like each other. Yeah. And it's probably going to be like dogs and cats versus humans or something like that. Yeah. And I think it will just it will escalate to the point of just a normal war today. It'll just be like, and after that war, everything will go the same. There's a story in the Bible where Adam and Eve, they ate the thing. They gave up the utopia. Utopias always fall. That's what that taught me. Utopias will always fall. So that's proof of utopia's falling right there. So it'll just be like that. And then another thing is, when you give everyone everything, because in how they talk about different languages in the Bible, is that everybody could speak to each other in the same language, and people built all the way up to God to like, I don't know, to like ask him for stuff. Yeah. He got angry at that. He was like, I give you guys everything. So he knocked down the religion and spread people all across the world and made them speak different languages. So just when people want, bad things happen, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it's like.
That is really interesting about the whole religion language story. I've never heard that before. Like, I'm not like too deep into the Bible or anything. The most of the Bible I've read was like my first Bible as a little kid with the cardboard pages. That's a really interesting story.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. I mean, it explains a lot. That's what I feel religion is just trying to explain the big old world that we got. Trying to make some sense of the nonsensical.
Yeah. I feel like religion is just something that people really want just to bring people together, really. That's all people want. They want an answer, something to look forward to when they, eventually die. Because we all die, all cute as ever, get cute. And then, but yeah, I don't know. It's just people just want community. Another question that I have written down at least. Do you have, what is, a good chunk of advice that you'd give to your future kids or grandkids?
I'll go to grandkids first, okay? I would just tell them, keep your eyes in the sky, because if you don't give your effort and you don't try, you're just going to lose in the end. No matter how much work you put in, there's always going to be the what if question. What if you didn't try hard enough? So you just want to give yourself as much of a reassurance that you did try as hard as you can. And people that end up working for their dreams, like my mom's dream was to buy a farm. She worked for it a lot, but she gave it up by moving to Hawaii. And she ended up working other odd jobs and stuff. If you want your dream, there's no point in not going to it, because you'll still end up stuck one day, or one way or another. You could get stuck at any point, so why not just try? That's what I say. But I'd say more thought out though, and a little bit less rambled.
Did your mom move from Wisconsin, or is that which?
Yes, my dad was born in California but moved when he was pretty old because my grandpa was threatened by the KKK. Really? To move because he was running for office. Yeah. So they moved here, and my grandma on my dad's side is from here, sugar cane.
Oh yeah.
So so my mom is from Wisconsin. She was born in Eau Claire, and my dad was born, but he moved, and all of my dad's siblings are from here. Actually.
From here?
Yeah, my aunt is from here, but my uncle's adopted. But I'm not sure where he's from. But yeah, and then my mom and dad met at Life's a Beach when my dad came back from college from visiting.
What is that?
It's a bar in Kihei.
Oh, okay.
And then they had my sister here, and then they moved back to Eau Claire, and they had me, and then moved back.
Well, how old was your dad when he moved here?
He was here for 5th grade, so I think he left in 4th grade.
So he went. Does that mean he went? How old is Kalama? He went to Kalama, right?
No, he did not. He went to Lokilani.
Oh.
He was a Kihei boy.
Right. I think I've heard him talk about this before, way back in middle school. Well, I think that's all the questions I have at the moment. We can take a pause here and
drop some new ones?
Yeah.
Okay. I like your insight too. It's tough.
Thank you. Hello all, and welcome back to the podcast with Bennett Guzman. Say hi.
Yeah, hi.
But this just in, we found out some crazy information that he told me literally last night.
Yeah, I figured it out on the ride to Hawaiian Homes.
Really? Was your dad telling you about it, or?
Yeah, no, he was just like, oh, by the way, this one person, should I disclose the info? Should I drop right now?
Okay, drop the info right now.
My dad was basically like, oh yeah, that skinny DJ dude, his sister was married to my cousin for 4 years or something like that.
Yeah, so Bennett and I are technically cousins.
We would be 4th cousins.
Yeah.
We were.
Word.
What is it called when you were cousins or not?
Twice, or my dad was telling me it was something second cousins twice removed or some shit. I don't know.
Yes, we are twice removed. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, so he's so I'm getting it straight. We're not blood related, but
No,
it's
no, we're not.
your dad's cousin
Married your dad's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I did not know he lived in Colorado now.
Yeah, well, they lived in Vegas for a really long time, and I think they moved to Colorado maybe a few years ago.
Oh, okay. We're gonna visit them in Vegas, and he was sick. They all had COVID.
Oh, really?
It was COVID era. Yeah.
Huh.
It's pretty. I've seen this video.
Oh, put it down.
That guy looks like he ran into a wall too fast. Okay.
Yeah, it's puffy eyes. Okay.
Anyways.
Let's move on to the next question. That was just some crazy info.
Some crazy lore. Wait, what did I say that was somebody that I used to know?
It was I don't know, when you texted me and you said, we are related, and I was like, what the hell does this mean? And I thought that you were telling me a random song lyric, and I just didn't understand, so I put it into Spotify. I typed in we are related or something like that.
We used to be related.
Oh yeah, we used to be related, and then I would the only song that popped up was the somebody that I used to know, and I was trying to look for the lyrics. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Anyways, let's move on to the real meaty questions.
The meat and potatoes.
The meat and potatoes. The main course, if you will. So, first things first, Purple minion or yellow minion?
I gotta say purple minion. Those guys are a little bit crazy, a little bit kooky. You know how it be. Just like me.
Just like you. So you would say that you resonate with a purple minion?
I'd be the purple minion, but I wouldn't be corrupted at heart. I would be a purple minion that was shown the ways of the minion once again.
Like a relaxed purple minion.
So I'd still be a purple minion, but I would like love minion culture. And I
You
would live
wouldn't
with the
reject
minions. Yeah. I wouldn't just hate. I would love some too.
Yeah. I never watched any of the later Minion movies, like, at all, really. Do they, like, get along with the purple minions at all?
Purple minions are just gone.
Really? They're gone for good?
They just plucked them out of there.
Dang.
I only watched Rise of Gru, and that was really bad.
It was? Is that the one with the chicken or something like that?
Yeah.
I never saw that. Moving on with another question. This question was asked in my psychology class. If you could be in any movie world, what would you be in?
Ooh, that's hard, because, I mean, most movie worlds are just America. But I would probably, I would go to Harry Potter, and I would live up with Harry Potter and them in Hogwarts. I want to be in the first movie, because that's when all, like, the non-affecting all the student body stuff happens.
So, you said you would live with Harry Potter. Are you saying you would be like a Gryffindor?
Oh, yeah, I took the test, and I got Gryffindor once, and I got Slytherin another time. When I was a kid, I got Gryffindor, but nowadays I get Slytherin. Oh, I'm turning evil.
I understand, I see. So, let's see. I think another somewhat related fun question. This question's from Justice, and let me read it word for word the way he exactly typed it on my phone.
Okay.
Now, ... Tell me about exactly what type of dwarf you would be and what kind of life you would have.
Okay, well, I would be a dwarf that was really short and big, but not fat, but big. And, like, had a beer belly, though. But I want to be, like, fat. I would have, like, broad shoulders. I would always have a pickaxe on my back, and I'd be all coley. Like, I'd always be coley up. I live in a thing, and taking inspiration from Finn, that one.
Yep.
I would keep all my belongings in jars.
Oh, that's fun.
Like, in, like, a big array of jars. Is that, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Would you have, like, a satchel bag the way that he has sometimes?
Yeah, no, it would just be like a satchel of a bunch of jars clinking around as I mine.
Oh, I see.
And every day I would just mine. Then at night I'd go to the markets and get a drink and then go home and then fall asleep and repeat.
Sounds like a nice humble life. Personally, I think if I were a dwarf in this life, the kind of life that I would have, I go with this for almost every answer. I think I said this like last time when we were having our little conversation circle. I'd be a dwarf that's like a knight kind of thing. Because I think I'd be a really strong dwarf in this sense. I think I'd rather be a man dwarf just because I think it'd be more fun. But, like, you know what I mean?
You don't see a lot of lady dwarfs in fantasy.
They always seem like they're like every time I see like some sort of lady dwarf, it seems that they're really like the motherly type.
And they're always like a baker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's just not the life for me.
I remember you said that you always liked knights the most, right? Out of all of them.
Yeah. So earlier when I was asking like, I don't know what questions I should ask you about on the pod and stuff. You told me you know a lot about the mafia in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe tell me a little bit about the mafia. What do you know about that?
Well, I could link both subjects.
Oh, word?
In the 80s, there was a mafia resurgence, actually. And it became, like, a big thing again, because that's when everyone was, like, doing cocaine and stuff again in Hollywood. And, yeah. I don't know. There's, like, still a bunch of mob families in New York that run everything, and it's, like, known. Like, you can find their names and stuff. It's pretty wild. And, yeah, I would be in a mafia if I was in the back in the day and I was Italian.
Honestly, being in the mafia seems like it'd be kind of fun, but I don't know if I could handle the grueling work. I mean, it seems fun in the sense that I've watched a little bit of The Sopranos, but nothing too crazy.
I'd just be scared of like dying. I think.
Like one wrong step, like I feel like that could just do a lot.
Yeah, gotta watch your back always. In life, it's kill or be killed.
I agree with that. Let's go back to my psychology class.
Yeah.
In my class, we talked about the earliest memory that we can remember. And my earliest memory was when I was little. Like, I would hold I was hanging out with my grandpa, and I had a little purple monkey, like TY branded thing from McDonald's. But she talked about how memories often get skewed a lot in the future. So she told us, okay, we'll ask your parent later on how was it actually played out, or did it even actually happen? Because you can create false memories in your head. And I actually found out that I wasn't holding a tiny little purple monkey. I was holding a purple grimace, and I still have the grimace plush to this day.
Like Grimace Shake?
Yes, like Grimace Shake. So tell me, what is your earliest memory that you have?
Well, my earliest memory is I remember getting out. Actually, it's kind of like two memories linked together. It was one day, then the other day. But I don't remember which day was which. I'm fully certain I don't. But my mom doesn't either, but she remembers that these events happened because I did ask her. Basically, I remember getting out of the car. Oh, no, I remember. So it was one day, the first day I only remember this. I remember getting out of the car, then being like, my mom's like, don't forget to ask your Gigi, my great-grandma, because we're going to her house, this. And I said, don't worry, I have the memory of an elephant. But I don't remember what she told me to remember, but I just remember saying that. And I remember walking up in that. And she was like there. She was like, "Oh dear, you're so old. Oh, you're so old and so big." And she would always call me Ben for some reason. But I hated Ben because Benny the Bull.
Benny the Bull? Who's
from
Benny
Dora.
the Bull? Oh.
Yeah, I hated that guy. He was such a wimp. So I was like, "Hi Gigi," and she gave me a cookie that she had in jars. She had a bunch of snacks in jars, and then I heated her up a glass of hot water because that's what she'd drink because she was old and she'd have thick water.
Oh yeah.
And then we dipped. And then the second day we came back and my sister was there. And I remember we were playing Mii's, and we had a Mii catalog called Weirdo the Weirdos.
Weirdo the Weirdos?
Just and it was just us making a bunch of weird looking Mii's.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember
I see.
we were in a closet, in my great grandma's room, and I remember looking at a photo of me in a pumpkin costume, when I was a baby that she had framed.
Those are very specific memories.
Yeah.
You mentioned Benny the Bull, a very popular childhood character, which links me to my next question.
Ooh.
What would you say is your top 5 best childhood shows?
Number 1, Yo Gabba Gabba. My favorite episode was the one with Jack Black.
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Or the "It's time to sleep now. Get all your wiggles out." That one was tough too.
Yeah. I honestly don't remember much of Yo Gabba Gabba, but my dad really liked it because they had musicians that he really liked and stuff.
And they had that DJ guy.
Yeah.
DJ Vance or whatever.
And one of the only things that I remember, it's Manny. Is this Hawaiian immersion?
This is not true what they just said. He brings joy to everyone around.
No, he brings heinous and anger. Yeah. Anyways,
I'm about to get cringed out, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay, well, number 2 is I can't remember what it was called, but it was a bunch of birds that had long beaks.
Birds with long
I
beaks.
discovered it the other day and it was so cool. I can't remember it. Maybe someone out in the blue will remember what I'm talking about.
Yeah, is it Nickelodeon?
I don't know. I remember I saw it on YouTube and there was all the episodes on YouTube. And it was ducks and stuff, and one of them lived in a tin can and it was 2D.
Animated?
Yeah. But my third movie is Pocoyo. So Pocoyo.
I love Pocoyo.
He kind of looks like you.
Wait, like me?
Yeah.
I honestly understand. I love Pocoyo so much. He's so cute.
I always didn't like the bird that much because I always thought that he was like Squidward before Squidward.
Yeah, he was kind of a killjoy.
Is that a good analogy for the?
Yeah.
I remember there was an episode where his beak went around his head, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Oh, I know what you're talking
Look
about.
at me, Justice.
Where?
Right there.
You guys were really inefficient in
We were really trash at this.
the 3-legged race.
We didn't understand the strats.
I liked this part of our thing.
I think that was really cool and very spunky.
Yes, the rest of our dance was okay though.
I think I'm about to cringe really hard.
Oh, you're done.
One big alua, brah. I feel like an iPad kid with constant stimulation.
I know. I'm just we're watching school announcements while doing this.
The other day, me and Troy, like the one that you know,
Yeah.
The freshmen. Like, it was a month ago. We looked and we scrolled all the way down on the King K and we found videos from like the early 2000s of King K. So it was like these kind of videos.
Oh, that's
You've
so
done that?
fun.
And we saw Kepler in them.
Oh,
and he looked so
really?
baby. He was like no gray hair and like, I don't know.
Stress free.
Yeah.
That's sweet. I remember one of the cooler episodes of the broadcasting. One of the cooler episodes of the broadcasting. They put on like videos from the 90s and stuff, and there were like these fun bits and stuff.
Yeah, I seen that. I remember that. That was
it was
last
so
year.
cool. Yeah.
I was in Mr. Wolski's class.
They should do that again.
I know. We should. I wish I could be involved in broadcast because in Kalama I did the broadcast every Wednesday.
Really? Dude, you can just submit videos into this. I would love to do the broadcast.
We should run it.
I know. Do it like a 2-minute or like a little bit of the podcast.
But we have to have like videos with it.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Like, we have to like Joe Rogan it.
Yeah, we should.
With, like the mics and be like, pull that up.
Or do you know those like two Filipino guys who always talk about theories and they're always like,
yeah.
Did you know?
With the skibidi toilet.
No way.
Yeah, those ones that would be us because we're both Filipino.
This is true.
And we're related.
Oh my god.
Yeah. DQ.
Oh.
We got DQ'd.
Yeah, unfortunately, because he was raised into the air. But your guys' dance was honestly the best one. Because I feel like all of you guys are friends, so I feel like you had like a better chemistry too.
I look at Justice.
The other kid, I don't know his name.
Noi.
Yeah.
He's really zesty.
I can tell. He got that dance down though.
Look at me. Oh my. Holy long hair.
Are you wearing a girl's shirt?
Yep. It was my mom's. And
Really?
it was inside out and backwards.
I can tell. Was there like a graphic on it or something?
Aloha. With like flowers.
Aw. What, didn't you have a purple button up? What happened to that?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I liked it a lot, like a whole lot. But I don't know where it went.
Dang.
I can't wait for this to be over because it's a lot of stimulation.
I know.
So
it's like really loud
it's hard
too.
to like pay attention to both.
I know. It's
Okay.
like jarring and like
Did I say all
loud.
5?
No. I think you have one more.
Oh, that's hard. A whole nother one.
Yeah.
That guy's a big boy. Anyways, favorite childhood show is probably I'd have to say maybe I don't know. That's hard. I can't really remember. Mighty Magisword.
I remember Mighty
That is
Magiswords.
some elite ball knowledge right there. Do you know that show?
It was a Cartoon Network thing, but it got canceled early. But you want to know
Teen
why?
Titans Go. Sorry.
Teen Titans Go?
Yeah.
Teen Titans Go is actually like not bad. Like my dad likes it because they have like old music references. Like they had De La Soul
like
on and
80s.
everything.
I have a very important theory about that I just got recently.
About Teen Titans Go?
I remember when I was a child and I was watching Teen Titans Go, the entire internet hated on it.
Yeah.
Because the internet was made up of like millennials and older Gen Z. But now it shifted that 16-year-olds and like 15-year-olds, like people of my age are the people that control what's put out on the internet now.
Pretty much.
So now Teen Titans Go is seen in a good light.
Yeah.
Back then in the internet, everyone saw it as a bad light because they grew up with the other Teen Titans Go. So it just shows how the internet is always going to be catered to younger audiences, always. And it'll always be taken over. So it'll be cool to see that in my future.
Yes, this is true. But you know, back about Mighty Magiswords, I think the reason why it got like canceled and stuff early on is because the creator was like some sort of like pedophile or something.
Boy, Dan Schneider.
I know. I don't know who made it.
That's evil.
Yeah.
Bro, he ruined. I remember Mighty Magisword. Yeah, that was so tough.
Okay, are you looking to end the episode right about now?
I mean, if there's no other questions to be said.
Well, there's none right now unless we're able to like spitball this at the moment, but yeah.
Just talk. Okay, this stimulation is almost over.
I know.
Like, once it's off, we'll be able to flow.
Yeah.
We'll be able to flow and go and grow.
This is true.
Ooh, we should talk about my music.
More about your music. Yes. What is there to say about your music? You got anything new to talk about?
Yeah, I made a song. I finished recording my song, but I realized how really hard it is to actually record music, like to make it sound good. Especially because the way I wrote that song was for 2 people. I tried to do it myself, so the overlays were not working at all.
Yeah. I also feel like, I mean, wouldn't it sound better if you had like a whole different sound with it too, like a whole nother voice? Why don't you get Justice on it?
Because Justice and Bill, they don't understand how it's supposed to go. So the way that they do it isn't that good.
I see.
But no hate to them, all tough.
Did you find out what our thing was or no?
She said it was lame.
Gosh, it was so freaking awesome.
It was super awesome. Me and Luca are fourth cousins, second removed or something like that.
Mi familia.
Oh, you guys found out you were cousins?
Yeah.
How?
And we're not even marriage related anymore.
So they were cousins.
It was
so
like his dad's cousin married my dad's sister, like my aunt.
Oh, wow, really?
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that means we're related to Kaiku too. Because he's a Ferreira, I think. He's a Ferreira, but I don't know if I'm related to Kaiku.
Yeah.
But like, I hope I am. Because I love Kaiku.
I don't think so. He's a whole different Ferreira,
Especially here.
right?
Sure.
I was related to the big overarching Ferreira family. I'm related to them. So
To Kaiku, or
hopefully.
that would be awesome.
I hold out for a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, making music is really hard to overlap on each other. Like, really hard. Like, you have to be like, I don't know, I need somebody else to figure out how to do it for me. Because it's like, it just doesn't sound like it's flowing into each other.
Would your dad know anything?
Yeah, he would know everything.
Would you ask your dad? Or ask...
That's true. He worked for Metallica for a long time.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me about this. That was crazy.
Yeah, he like saw him every day.
That is so gnarly.
And they filmed most of their stuff in Haiku.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because Bob Rock lives out here.
Really?
Who's like,
gosh.
you know who Bob Rock is? Like the big producer. He's like the producer for like Metallica and like a whole bunch of rock bands, like early age rock bands. And he's like really rich and really famous to like old people.
Could he put in a good word for you?
I saw Bob Rock once in Walmart.
Really?
Or no, in Target. Because we ain't brokies and he ain't brokies, so we don't shop at Walmart.
Walmart's the most stressful, like, grocery store ever. The way
because it's so disorganized, and the lighting in there is so awful and scary and sad, and it feels like you're in a cave of groceries, and it's so disorganized. Like, nothing is where it should be.
I feel like the problem with Walmart for me isn't really the lighting, but it's more so the way they lay things out, because everything's
the
cramped together.
organization,
Yeah, the
that's what I'm
organization.
saying.
Yeah, it's just like they should organize it the way Target does. They have like some sort of
Target's,
like psychological thing
open
about
and
it.
Beautiful, because like everything is near each other. You know what I mean? It's like there's like the banana section, and then it'll be like a row of trash cans behind it. But like whereas Target, all the produce is on that back wall with all the groceries, and then in front of it is the kitchen area, like the containers, like everything you need. And then like I don't know, it's so like well organized in Target. Whether it's like if you want pots and pans. In like Walmart, you have to go to one place, and then if you want like a container, you have to go like all the way across the store, even though it should be in the kitchen aisle, like
This
at
is
Target.
true. Walmart just has more like really random and niche little brands and stuff. I feel like Target has like the neater things
I
too.
low-key mess with Walmart's layout. I like how like I mean like I'd be walking and be like, oh, I really need this right after I got like a banana, and then it's right there.
That's true.
And like,
It's
I
just
don't
that
have to travel far.
usually when it's like
Over
the
yonder.
afternoon though, it's just that everyone's in everyone's way, and you always constantly have to move out of the way and stuff. That part sucks so bad.
There's like highways at Walmart. There's like certain highways at Walmart where it's like the big open ones that people are always. I remember once in Justice, it was Bill before he went to Thailand, so he's shopping, and he wanted me and Justice to come, and me and him were really bored, so we got on those like scooters.
Really?
And we were cutting out traffic in the lanes, and people were getting so mad at us because I was like cutting people off.
Well, yeah, and you're both like a bunch of teens using the little scooter.
I keep
thing.
honking at people.
Yeah.
I go beep beep. It was so fun.
Wow.
And also there's a McDonald's in Walmart, so I think that speaks for itself.
Maybe a little bit, but we have like a Target food area still, like a little Pizza Hut area. I think I didn't know that a lot of Targets in like the mainland don't have that anymore. Really?
I think there's a couple in California, like ones that I've been to still have like the little food area with like the popcorn. But I don't know. I think they're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Target's main supplying area is Minnesota, and I go to Wisconsin every summer. So I go and I'm like here, and Minnesota's like here. Like, that's where I stay. Like the main Minnesotan Twin Cities. That's why I said Twitties. Basically. So yeah, and then they have a really big store that's like our Target size, but 2-story.
Oh wow.
That is so extra.
And it
That's like the Alma Wana.
it has a
Does it have like the shopping
cart escalator. Yeah.
That is so crazy. That would make me feel so like dystopian. Like, why does my grocery store have to be 2-story like that? I don't
There's
know.
a whole bunch of stuff up in it. And it's like I don't need like all this.
Yeah. Being in the mainland is so extra, especially with grocery stores. Like, the Target in like, the mall.
Yeah.
Like, that's so crazy.
And most Targets on the mainland are 2 stories now.
Yeah.
It's like, do we really need this much?
What you guys
shit?
know about road tripping?
I've never been on a road trip, and I so totally would. That would be so fun.
So
Actually,
fun.
I think I have been on one, but I was, like, really, really young. Because I think we went from, like, Cali to Vegas to visit my aunt and stuff.
Nice.
Hey, call back.
This is true. Back to us being related and stuff.
Yeah, I go on road trips a lot. One time we went from Eau Claire to the Dells, which is like a 4-hour drive, which isn't really a road trip. It was more of a day trip, but I still enjoyed it. And it was fun because we stopped at a random Walmart, and it was so Americanized. It was
Really?
Like, there was flags. It was like right before 4th of July, and I saw so much bag of hats.
Oh,
There was
wow.
Not a single person of color in that entire Walmart. Everyone was white and religious, I bet. But
Wow.
it was low-key tough, and I grabbed a flag because me and my sister went in, we walked around, I grabbed a flag, I stuck it in my shirt so people knew I was an ally.
Aw.
So they didn't mob you.
Yeah, with pitchforks and such.
I don't know if you guys get this too, but a lot of times when I go to Chick-fil-A, like 8 times out of 10, it'll be just full of white tourists or just
Yeah.
like white people.
And all the workers are Filipino.
Yeah.
And gay.
Yeah.
Really? Every time I go there, it's like a bunch of like the
Mr. Ethan
The white-
Mesa.
Utah implants
That
that, they
too.
brought
So
here.
they do have a
It's-
bunch of implants.
Yeah, it's really crazy. Like, I think the manager of that place, like this lady, she kind of freaks me out a little. Like, I remember, like, I've seen her just like have her little lunch break with like maybe just a couple other old white people. I guess her friends or something. I don't even know if they're Chick-fil-A workers or anything. But like one time I like listened in on their conversation. They always talk about like religion or something. But like at one point, I think she talked about like Chick-fil-A being literally her life, and she was like, yeah, my kids were practically just raised in the Chick-fil-A play pit. And I was like,
I'm kind of
why?
sad that ours doesn't have the playpen.
Yeah.
That was like a core memory of Chick-fil-A when I was little, and there would be the awesome playground because theirs was like cooler than McDonald's. I don't know, it had like monkeys and stuff.
I remember I had a birthday. This might be an earlier memory, actually. Oh, I'm unlocking memories.
yeah, go ahead.
I remember I had a birthday party at McDonald's.
Really?
And Ronald McDonald showed up himself
Where was this?
at McDonald's. Oh, in Wisconsin.
That is so.
there's a playpen.
Did they get him to do that or
Yeah,
like?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I have no idea. I was too young. I thought it was just the Ronald McDonald pulling up.
Wow.
And I remember once, and I think it was like a couple months before that, there was this one girl on my bus who was an absolute freak. I hated her. And I remember I was sitting next to her for some reason, and she said the F word. I was like, oh crap. So I went to the lady. I was like, she said the F word, but I didn't say the F word. I said what she said.
Yeah.
Like I said the whole thing. And I got in trouble.
Why?
For saying the F word.
But she was the one who said it though.
Yeah, I know. And another time, on the bus, I've never taken a bus since this day, but I remember another time on the bus, my dad forgot about me. He slept through his alarms, so that they just kept me on the bus, and they drove me all the way to like the bus facility, and I had to wait like what felt like an hour. It was probably like 10 minutes for my dad to come. And I was just like, bruh, I was so angry at him because I want to go home and play Skylanders.
Wait, how old are you?
I don't know. I was in preschool though.
Oh, really? So you never
Yeah.
took the bus after that?
All these memories are in preschool because I came over here for kindergarten.
I've never taken the bus in my entire life unless it was for a field trip.
I miss field trip buses. Like when you put your head on the window and it like knocks and it hurts really bad.
Or did you ever play Jello like on the bus, and you would just like sit like kind of like above your seat a little, and then like let all the shakes and like bumps and stuff of the bus like knock you around?
No.
Never?
But I used to take the Boys and Girls Club bus.
I was never in Boys and Girls Club. I feel like I missed out.
I was a Boys and Girls Club menace.
Is it recess right now? Okay.
Perchance.
I'm gonna cut this episode a little short. I think I had to meet Logan for headphones or something. Okay.
Okay.
Peace.
Wait, this
Wait.
is Bennett. Signing off.
Ciao. Starting in the middle of our podcast right now, there's Bennett again.
Hey.
When you guys, we're in the middle of a thing, but like about dystopian podcast or dystopian things again. I remember in our English 104, we were like listening to this audiobook, short story. Yeah, and it was called like Omala.
like,
Omala.
yeah,
Yeah.
Am I allowed to?
interject? Hi, I'm Jessah.
It was like this like crazy utopia, and it was written really weirdly, and like in the beginning you don't really like pay attention to it, but it's just like, yeah, it's like really peaceful, everyone's peaceful, and they're all naked and they're having orgies if you want them to be having orgies. It's just so like he starts saying like jarring crazy shit just to get your attention. Yeah. And then it talks about like the more of the story and like how they function as a utopia. Like the reason why they're able to live so happy is because all of their like all the evil shit goes to this one child locked up in a basement that's like naked and like gets tortured, malnourished. Yeah, and it's not really specific if like the kid like is the same kid forever.
No, I think
but like
dies of malnourished and then they replace it.
Yeah, I think that's what's implied, because they're like, yeah, adults come back to see it and stuff, like they grow up and see it, and like it mentions in the story that some of the people of Omelas like just get up in silence and completely walk straight out of Omelas, like straight out of the utopia. But not everyone does this. It's only like a small majority. And it was like talking about how it represents how people kind of choose to ignore that whole thing just to live in their utopia and stuff.
Talking about like sweatshops.
Yeah, because like people would choose to ignore sweatshops, and still people like
happens IRL.
Yeah, because people buy from like Amazon and Shein and everything, like fast fashion. They don't really care about the repercussions. Like we choose to ignore that starving, dying, like tortured child just to live in our utopia, and only some people really choose to walk away from it and stuff, like just to protest.
Convenience. And if too much people are in that world, one person leaving the utopia won't do anything, and it's only going to negatively affect you because you're leaving the utopia. If everyone leaves the utopia is no longer there. But if only like less than half of the people leave it, the utopia is still there, and they're the only ones that are missing out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so like that's why most people kind of just end up not doing it. It's just like a majority thing.
They choose to ignore it and then choose to live their lives in peace. But like it's like not really peace because you're letting something horrible happen.
Okay, I'll raise you this question. Would you be that boy? Would you take that responsibility for everyone to be very happy all the time and live a perfect life?
Like, and I'm the only person
for the
there.
rest, forever. Like, would you take that?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, me
I
either.
would
I'd
not.
put myself first.
Yeah, no, I would put myself first. Would you try to free that person if you knew that would ruin
My
the
dad was like a
utopia?
big
No,
90s guy, and my mom just knows everything.
Like if you free the person, the utopia cannot exist.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you rather kill 10 people or would you rather have 10 people die and you survive, or would you rather die and 10 people survive? 10 random people out of the 8 billion people on this planet.
I'm gonna say maybe keep the 10 random people, because I myself am just a random person, and I don't know, maybe the person has more value. I don't know, like, you know what I mean?
Continue watching.
Like dying is different than being tortured and suffering for like 10 years.
That's facts.
I know. And then she gets like the.
But like, I just mean on a base level. You would have 10 people die.
Because I read.
Or you'd have 10 people live and you die.
No, because
I wouldn't.
I read
You
the
wouldn't?
book,
No, I
and
would
now I'm
not.
watching
But what if
it.
one of the 10 people was like someone really valuable, like a doctor who knew how to cure cancer?
But nobody isn't as valuable to me as I am.
She's the one that drives.
Oh, you put yourself first.
Yeah, like, I don't know what the number would be, but there's like, the number's like really high for me, to the point where I would just put myself first. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. I don't know what they're talking about.
Me either.
I think they're talking about A Walk to Remember, the sad movie. I don't know it.
Really?
Because his words of
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
real sound.
Yeah.
That you really just want to kill yourself.
Do I have any questions? Honestly, I didn't plan anything out. I don't know. Today's a really neutral day, huh?
Today is a day of nothing.
Today is a nothing burger, but you can make it an everything burger.
Yeah, but do we have the everything energy
It's
for
just
that?
because I know the book and I loved it, so I was expecting it to be.
This is true, this is
exactly
true.
like the tight bun, the brown
The
sweater.
world is all give and take.
Freakin' people in her home. But it's not mine. It's just like.
Wait, let me look at my co-star.
Oh, yeah?
I want to see what shows up. Should I read it out loud?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll wait for a sec.
Do you know co-star?
Co-star?
Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
It's like one of those horoscope things. You put in your birthday, place, and time.
Oh, really?
And it's really accurate, always, to me.
Really?
Yeah, it tells you what your day is like, and it's always accurate.
Do you-
Like, I always look at it at the end of the day mostly.
Do you believe in like spiritual stuff like that?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Garen's, for sure.
And then she
Like
turns
horoscope
around to
stuff
leave
and
it,
tarot
she, like, runs
cards?
into Landon,
Yeah.
who's, like, about
I don't know
to
if this is
fight
gonna
her.
load.
I feel like a lot of guys kind of don't because it's just like in their head they're like,
So I'm, like,
what? I don't care about that.
I do because my entire family is always about this stuff. I come from like a very spiritual family on both
That's really
sides.
cool.
Like my mom's spiritual, my grandma on my dad's side was literally like a guru who could see spirits and would go to like Japan to like talk to spirits and stuff
That's really
all the time.
I think more so on my mom's side was really spiritual. Like my mom's super spiritual, and my brother Alex, honestly, like yeah, to an extent. Like my brother
Wait, what?
Alex was really spiritual about that. Like he could like sense stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah, I can too. I've seen like ghosts and stuff.
I've never seen. Actually, I'm not sure. But my brother Alex, like we used to live in an older house. Like I think probably somewhere Haiku and I was like super little, and he like refused to sleep in his own room because he never felt like he was alone in there. And then one day when they were like moving out of that house, the owner was like, oh yeah, like one of my wives died in there.
When I was in Wisconsin on this old Native American like lake, and because I'm the middle child and I'm a boy, they decided to put me in the game room outside. There was like a shed with like a big old TV and like a foosball table and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't want to sleep in there. I was getting such bad vibes, but I just went in there. You know what I'm saying? Like I went to sleep in there.
Yeah.
Just cause. And then the entire time I was feeling so bad, and it was like 3 a.m. and I couldn't sleep. I looked and I could swear to God I seen something in the corner, and I never ran so fast out of that room, and I stayed up all night in the living room. I was so scared.
Dude, I would be too. That's freaky.
I like texted like my friends during that time because I was in Wisconsin and it was like 10 here, so everyone was awake. But it was the scariest thing I ever been through in my entire life.
I understand. Wait, so what is your zodiac?
Is that like Zodiac? Like which one's that one again?
Like Cancer, Scorpio.
Oh, I'm an Aries.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You and Justice are Aries, right?
Yeah, his birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, okay, that's a cute thingy.
So I had like the jacket and it was perfect.
Today, do jujitsu, going veg, self tattoos. But this is what it was yesterday. I got no Wi-Fi.
Oh, no freaking Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to go with yesterday's. But yesterday was really. I didn't do no jujitsu though. But
What was an artsy day?
And everyone's like, oh my god.
No?
I was like, did I get like
Not even a
red
tiny
alert
bit.
around your
Have you ever gotten your tarot read before?
And everyone else was like,
nope. Actually, yep.
bitch, I ate
By who?
My mom.
Oh,
and
really?
My sister.
Hello.
That's cool. I like doing tarot readings. I have like. Did I get paint on my back?
Nope.
Okay, cool. But I don't know. I like doing tarot reads. They're pretty fun.
Like you're like performing them.
Yeah.
Oh, you should do me one day.
I totally would. I would do it anybody.
Bring it to school.
Sure. I think I've done that before, but
I want to learn how to do that because I have really nice tarot cards.
it's super duper easy, actually. Like, honestly, it's mostly just up to your interpretation. You don't even have to really use it traditionally, but like, you just kind of have to know kind of what the card represents in certain spreads, and then you're pretty much set. Like, you don't even need to know spreads. You can just do like one card pulls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like about different stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Did you get your set gifted by you? Or gifted to you?
I don't have one personally, but like my family has a whole bunch. There's a book that we have called The Famous Book of Birthdays, and it's really tough. It's like
Really?
spiritual, and it like says a bunch of people who are born in like the traits of their entire life and like your life lands, and it's so accurate. It's actually so tough.
That's cool.
It's like old and it's like falling apart.
That's how you know it's really accurate.
Yeah, so you know it's like unk status.
Yeah. Oh, is that your today's thing or
No,
no?
this is yesterday. What's preening mean?
Preening? Wait, I knew what that word's, but I don't know. I used to have I still have it. I have this book about dreams and stuff, and sometimes I look at it. Like, it'll say, like, what represents what in certain dreams. I don't know. It's helped only, like, a little.
I've always had really bad dream recall.
Really? You should start writing them down. That's what helps me a
I really
lot.
want to go on like a hike.
Like, even if it's, like, incohesive, just type it
I want
on
to
your
go like, on my
iPhone.
hit rate.
Yeah, it's true.
Because I've never done that. And I want to go with like all my friends. Me too. Like,
The most vivid I can get dreaming is right after I wake up and I'm still fully awake, but my mind can dream. Like that's the only time I can see stuff in my head and be awake. But, like I'm not like fully awake, but like I'm aware I'm awake. But
Yeah.
but I can kind of control what happens, but it's not a lucid dream though. I'm still in it, but I can like I don't know.
And, or you can
It's
park
really hard
all
to
the way at
explain.
the
But I have to wake up
but that's
really,
literally at,
or no, I have to wake up just
and
like
that's already like a 2
organically and keep
On
my
your
eyes
own.
closed. Like I can't like open my eyes until I wake up. Like I have to wake up with my eyes closed and I can do it.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you mean. It's like where you're, like, half asleep kind of
like,
thing.
Yeah,
So.
it's really tough. I like doing that.
I imagine. I feel like dreaming would be way more fun if you had like aphantasia, because I mean, like, you don't ever really see stuff in your head.
Yeah, only dreams you see stuff.
Fantasia is amazing.
I have that.
Okay, but yeah.
That's what I have the
I don't have an internal voice either.
Yeah.
But this is
It's like 2
reiterating
miles,
past
and then
information on the podcast.
Your mind is just
It's
like
it's
a
not
desert
long,
with
it's
like a
just literally
tumbleweed.
like straight. That's like
Yeah,
that's why
but it's
like,
also,
so
like-
hard, but it's
it's
really,
that, but
I
it's
don't know,
also,
I've never been
like-
there, but everyone that I know
Like
loves it.
constant
There's,
like
it's gnarly at
diamond
first, but
rain, like Jupiter,
get used to
and, like lava everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like both. It's like all at the same time, but with
Like,
nothing.
how do you imagine? But you can imagine what that looks like in your head.
Yeah, but like I've like seen it though. Like I've seen it in like a movie, so I can like see like past experiences, and I know what it would look like, but I can't make it.
You've had a lot of progress.
Yep, we've done this together.
Yes. We're doing a podcast.
Are you really?
Yes, we have podcast.
Or like it's even longer after.
What are we talking about? What's the subject at hand?
I don't know, just
Whatever
random
pops
stuff.
up.
You know, we found out that Bennett and I are cousins.
Yeah, we are. Well,
Makes sense.
we used to be.
Really?
You both got good stock.
What does that mean?
You come from good stock, like a good bloodline.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yes, yes.
we're related through the Ferreras.
Like
What if?
Oh,
What if?
Portuguese.
Yes,
No. Well, maybe.
maybe somewhere along the line. But her aunt married my dad or my cousin, but now they're divorced.
so they
Yeah,
were.
but they have one child
But they have
together.
one kid
So you're
together.
related to
So you
marriage.
guys have the
Yeah.
same cousin.
But not even marriage anymore. But we used to
But they
be.
have a child.
We have one link.
But guess
holding
what?
us together.
What?
You both have ancestors from Dramatica as well.
That's true.
True.
Hello.
That's true. We all are related.
All related.
Looking good, gang.
Someone should like make a drawing of
Who's the
kind of
guy that like
Dramatica.
that
Yeah,
one
You
I'll
should
do
do
that.
that.
who like slept with everyone?
Oh my God, that would be
all
fun.
the time, like in Shipro or whatever. Like you remember the one leader that slept with everyone?
What?
Yes. So now we're
That
like,
is not during Roman time.
What?
I know too much about
Way
history.
back when.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan was like early like 14, or not 1400.
Because remember he slept with like so many people and he had so many babies, so now like 2/3 of everyone is
I'm related to him. I have the Mongolian mark. That's like most Asians.
I don't.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
It's because Filipinos. didn't
Filipinos
do
and like Japanese.
it. No, Japanese did because they invaded Japan.
Oh yeah.
But both times they got caught by cyclone.
Oh, they're going. Oh wait, I don't understand. Okay, well, do you want to end the episode done forever now?
If you wish.
We
It's the
can.
end of an era.
End of an era. We can always do another one if anything too. So
Yeah. If any thoughts pops, we should just spit them. And you can add them.
yes. His camera's so freaking cool. He has a gimbal.
It's so flippin'.
Flippin'.
Me and I
Okay.
flip.
Goodbye. Oh, say your goodbye.
Shoots, unks, and cuz in the world.
Peace to the world. Okay,
Peace
bye.
to the gods. That's tough.